Hello everyone. So I decided that now that I've finished Dark Souls 3, I would do a classic game in the meantime. A little bit of something in the interim. A little Capcom game some people have probably played before. Granted, the reveal is already spoiled in the title, but yeah, I thought I would play some Demon's Crest. I have not played this game through in a really long time. I used to rent it all the time as a kid. I never actually owned it though. But I used to rent it all the time, and I've played it a few times since then. It is a pretty fun game. It's actually technically, I believe, Gargoyle's Quest 3. Gargoyle's Quest started on Game Boy, actually, and Gargoyle's Quest 2 was on the NES. And they continued the series with Demon's Crest. So this is basically a Ghouls and Ghosts spin-off. You actually play as the Red Arremer, the Red Devil that is typically a huge pain in the butt in the Gargoyle's Quest games, or in the Ghouls and Ghosts games, and he showed up in Marvel's Capcom 3 also. I don't think there are any difficulty settings, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I used to have a hell of a time with this game, and I did a little bit of a test play of the first two levels and did way better than I remember doing, so we're gonna give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. This is still a pretty difficult game later on. It starts off pretty easy, and it's got a lot of secrets. I don't know if I'll be able to cover all of them, because I honestly don't remember all of them. I'll probably look some things up to try to get as much as possible. But we start off here right away with the boss fight. So this is us. We're the Red Arremer. We can jump, we can hover. You can hover indefinitely, but you cannot gain height once you're hovering. Right now we can fire one projectile at a time. Or rather, we can only have one projectile on the screen at a time. You can actually see that you can kind of get into a little bit of a thing where if you're right up against something and hitting it, you can kind of start rapid firing because that projectile leaves the screen. Now, all the Gargoyle's Quest games were a little bit RPG in nature. Also, I love the art in this game too. The art in this game is absolutely gorgeous. It's a relatively early SNES game. Oh no! Hello, Mr. Dragon. So this kind of really shows off the hovering here. And he is dead. Yeah, you might want to get some cream for that, my friend. We get our first max health upgrade. There we go. Now that little animation there is actually automatic, and it shows you that you also have this headbutt attack. Like this, you can break stuff in the background, which is kind of a cool little thing. Way to find secrets and special items and things like that. We do have an inventory. Here it is. Firepower, crest power, spells, potions, talismans, and the big crest on the right is kind of the goal here. The overall story is basically that there's the demon world, there's the human world. They're separated. There's these magical crests that grant all sorts of power, and the red demon, the Red Arremer, was trying to collect them all to make sure they don't fall into the wrong hands. He's kind of a good guy in a sense, not really, but he's kind of all about the balance of everything. He doesn't really want everything to go out of balance. He's fine with the way that things are. He doesn't have a really big desire to, you know, invade the human world or anything, but another demon caught him while he was weakened, took all the crests, and is now trying to take over the demon world and the human world. That is bad for everyone involved. So we've got our first mini-boss here, and of course, a little bit of that. We've got this flying folk here. So a theme you'll see quite a bit, and actually had perfect jumps there, is that a lot of enemies will sit right outside of your jump range, and you kind of have to lure them down in order to be able to hit them. It's actually being really easy, and I'm not taking advantage of his easy pattern here. Again, you can see rapid fire when we're close enough. And do a few of those. And I believe the ones on the ground will hurt you as well. Nice. Here we go. Easy enough. And we'll just break this. Goodbye, Crazy Bird Demon. We'll get another max health upgrade. Pretty solid start. So this introduces some falling platforms. Now the trick with these is that if they start falling, you'll lose ground pretty quickly, and it'll actually kind of pop you up in the air. So it's very easy to just walk off of it accidentally. You also see too that I can't hit anything that is on the ground if I am standing on said ground. We don't have any means of attacking down or anything like that right now. Of course, notice I also said right now. We will definitely get some of that stuff. So if you haven't seen this game before, there's a lot of stuff to it. There are kind of a lot of... There's a lot of secrets, but even just in the base game, there's a lot of stuff. Speaking of secrets, here is a bottle. We can put potions in that. I believe they're bought from shops. It's been a while. And that vellum we got earlier will hold spells. So spells are consumable. You can buy them from shops. There's a lot of verticality in this game too. A lot of climbing, a lot of timing, hovers and things like that. Oh, didn't quite get that. So you see there's some blocks on the right, or there's a block that stands out. If I touch that, it will actually crumble away, and there's some spikes underneath. Actually, I'll try to show that off here. Yeah, there we go. Now these other blocks are breakable. However, can't break them just yet. This has a very, I wouldn't say Metroidvania because it's level-based, but it's got a very kind of Zelda-esque situation going on where you'll need to return to previous areas and things like that once you get items. So kind of Metroidy, but broken up into levels. Here's some dialogue here. Watched your progress. I'm glad that I shall be the one to put an end to your petty crusade. Believe you have heard of me. I am Arma. I will be your executioner. So one of the funny things I remember about this boss is that one of the carts I rented once had a bug where this boss would never die. And that was kind of a bummer. And for the longest time, or at least that particular weekend, I thought I was just really, really bad at the game. But it turned out that he just would not take enough damage to die, ever. But he's a pretty easy first boss, if you want to call him a boss. There's a lot of bosses and mini-bosses in the game. They're not really denoted, though usually there are fairly major bosses that will give you significant upgrades. Come on, come down here. Oops. Actually doing very poorly. On my test run, I didn't get hit at all. There we go. Yeah, I remember fighting this boss for like 10-15 minutes once and just getting nowhere and could not figure out what was going on. You seem to possess the strength people have been talking about. Look forward to our next encounter. This is very Capcom-esque dialogue. And we get a power-up here. A lot of text boxes with not a lot of text in it. So we found the Crest of Earth. Can morph into the G Gargoyle, which is the ground gargoyle. Great speed, strength to break stone statues. So you have here our Overworld, which is pretty sweet. And let's see, there should be a map here. Yeah. So the Overworld is actually pretty big. And there's a bunch of places we can go here. There's some major places. I believe there are also hidden places. I don't remember all of them now. We can swoop down, kind of in our mode 7 thing. So this is a minigame. I played the minigame once. I am absolutely awful at this minigame. Tree of the Pago, we specialize in gaming for demons. Level 1, 5 GP. Yep. Headbutt game. Sure. Yes, I am familiar with the rules. So we have to break as many of these skulls as possible. However, the timing on this is really bizarre because of kind of the delay on the headbutt. Now, he does comment on your ability afterwards, so I don't know if you get something. At least I don't remember if you get anything special for getting enough. I am already doing... Wow, I think I actually finished it. I'm not sure I've ever done that before. That was a work of art. Here's your prize. Take it. Yeah, I literally don't think I've ever been able to do that before. I did it within 3 candles. That's actually kind of insane. Alright, well that's a good start. So like this forest here feels like it's a hidden area, but I don't know quite how to get to it. This is a shop, I believe. I might do one more area in this, yeah, Wise Man. So we can buy a bunch of stuff here. I'll buy Shadow. It's a barrier. Let's see, what else here? Now we can actually go, I can go anywhere I want. However, later areas are either going to be literally impossible or extremely difficult without more power-ups. You sell potions, okay. Let's see, Mercury, what does that do? Escape from an enemy? No. Sulfur. Flee from a battle. I'm not sure what those are. Herb, yeah, it's a health potion. What's the elixir? Grants an extra life. Alright, I'll buy a health potion. I really don't remember many of the spells and potions at all. In fact, I want to say that's partially because I probably never used them, which is terrible. You really should use them. So we actually start off at a town here. The way we open doors, of course, is by smacking our head into them. Some of this guy's... Oh, this guy is... According to this book, the humans had treasures called talismans. They're rumored to be hidden somewhere in this world. He who is equipped with the talisman will gain magical powers. Yeah, I believe the talismans all grant you passive abilities. Hello there. Haven't seen you around here before. Are you a stranger here? No. Treated the red demon Firebrand. Oh, that's right, I forgot that he is actually called Firebrand in this. Escaped from the Colosseum. I heard that the General Arma is hunting him down. Yeah, I already took care of Arma. That's right, I forgot they actually did name him Firebrand early on. Yeah, Vellum's already full. I'm sorry. Jeez. You can break these windows. You could really sit here, like, I mean, and break all of them. They drop money. Not really worth it. So, how do we break these pots? Well, we can switch to the G Gargoyle, and he's got this ground-based attack. If he's in air, it'll fire straight forward. But if you're on the ground, it'll fire down and kind of do like a holy water thing. However, we can't headbutt. We got this dash instead. You can gain a little extra movement speed and jump speed that way, and you'll also break certain objects. But we can't headbutt with him, so you still need to switch back to bust open things like that. Now, I think there's actually... Jeez, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and do all of these, but I feel like there's actually a hidden item in one of these windows, and I don't remember what it is. Or where it is. We also can't get up on this wall. I can't climb it. I can't jump high enough. So we need some sort of upgrade to be able to do that. These little gems are health. So let's do this next level. I should be able to finish this in a relatively decent amount of time. The videos after this will probably be a little shorter, but I wanted to start off kind of a good intro to the game. Now, we can't go into water right now. Water is very, very dangerous. We are basically made of fire, and that water is going to ruin our day. Now, we can actually push these statues into the water by charging into them. Now, can I actually go this way? I can. That's interesting. So there's, oh, I can't go backwards. That's a bummer. There's actually a path there that I just bypassed. Switch the ground gargoyle here. Yeah, there's actually a path I bypassed there. that goes underground, and it does actually lead to a boss. So we can charge through these things. So, that being said, I'm actually not sure where this goes, but we're gonna find out. Again, it's showing that we can break through stuff. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna do damage. There we go. Okay, you don't wanna break out here this way. This is where you can start to see that enemies and such are very dangerous. They usually don't give you a lot of... Ooh, wow, that was a full health upgrade. This guy's got armor, we have to hit him from behind. Like so. Health upgrade also looks like it does fill you up as well, which is pretty sweet. Oh, okay, I got him. Now I don't know... I still climb walls as Gargoyle. Ground Gargoyle. You do kind of hit this weird situation where you do end up having to go into the pause screen a lot, unfortunately, but at least it's pretty quick to switch. Just seeing if there's any items here. That's good. It's a health power up. And I do have the health potion. I should probably equip it, honestly. Yeah, I don't know what is over here. Looks like a mini boss of sorts. Ah, so we have this crazy skeleton with a scimitar arm here. So the... Oh, wow. Holy cow. Alright, let's equip this. And use that. How much does that heal me for? Almost full. And I will use my spell here, too. There we go. So this should give me a shield, I believe. So this... Oh. Okay, that did not give me a shield. That gave me death. Yeah, we'll retry. So this might be the last part I do in this video. We do have to start back here, unfortunately. I don't get... it doesn't, like, checkpoint you. It just kind of respawns you. I don't believe you have infinite lives as well. I don't believe you can ever run out of lives. So you will at least just be able to keep retrying a certain section. What I really should be doing is not trying to be fancy with the ground gargoyle here and just go straight Firebrand. Enemies are also really good, as you can see there. It's kind of comboing you. These guys stop you, and then the other guys will hit you. So let's switch to... Boy, that's strange. I thought that that other thing was a shield. I guess not. This boss actually does 2 damage to me also. I'm not sure if that's just because I was the ground gargoyle or what. Funny part is he's actually significantly harder than the actual boss that I was going to go to in that underground area. So we're kind of going to have to plink away at him here. But as long as he doesn't jump, he can't really do a whole heck of a lot. Whoa, okay, that's very dangerous. You also see the enemies, they do have a brief period of invulnerability, or most enemies do. So you can't necessarily spam. You can get more shots off that way, and it will be beneficial, but they do have some iframes. Ooh, that's... Man, this guy is way, way tougher than I was expecting. I want to get over him here. Alright, he's gonna do his... Ooh, okay, so that's... I'm not quite sure how to get by that. Looks like he's changing colors. However, if I get hit again, I am dead. I think he's also moving a little faster now. Oh, I got him. Nice. Whew. That was a little close. Now, is that the end of this level? I wonder if this actually takes me underground now. No, okay, it doesn't. So that is the end of that level. But there is an alternate path through that level, and it gives you a power-up. But I think this will be a good place to start or stop for now. So, let's see, is this a hidden thing? It is! Okay, I'll show this off first. I'm not quite sure what's here. Which level is this? Long time. Level 2. Yeah, let's try this. This will be the last thing I do in this video. So I believe these go much quicker now, is the situation here. Or you need to do more, something of that nature. Yeah, you can see kind of like this crazy delay that makes it a little difficult. Oh, and you can't headbutt while you're hovering either. Okay, easier said than done, basically. I don't think I'm gonna finish this one. I don't think you have to do them consecutively. I think you just need. Oh no, I did get it with one candle left. Nice. Let me get some more. Oh, that was not really a lot of money now, was it? Huh. You probably get some sort of item for the third one. I don't really remember. I don't know where it is. But I do recall there are a few hidden locations on this map. But yeah, that'll do for now. Next time we'll go and fight the other boss in that area. So hope you enjoyed it. If you do like this sort of thing, click like, helps a lot. Lets me know if you like the series, and helps me out quite a bit with a lot of things. Leave a comment, maybe you played this before, things of that nature. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you soon.